Hello, students. So, under this statistic for economics, the topics which we'll be covering in this video will be the sources of data. Now, there are two types of sources of collecting data, that is the primary source of collection and the secondary source of collection of data. The most important thing which will be covered under this video will be that how we can collect the primary data. Okay, so let's move ahead and understand it. Now you can see a table over here which shows two variables, that is x and y, a column of x and a column of y. Under column y we can see that there are production of food grains in India, that is 108 million tons, and the year is mentioned correspondingly, that is 2015 and 16. Then in 2016-17 it's 132. Then by the end of this 2018-19 it is 194. Now basically these numbers are the facts, the facts which shows that what amount of food grains is produced in India in various years. So these are the economic facts, right? So the economic facts, when they're expressed in terms of numbers, is called as data. Simple as that, right? So the next thing which we have to understand is that why do we need to collect the data? What is the need of collecting these facts in form of numbers? Why are they relevant? The relevance is that if we will have the data in form of numbers, we will be able to compare the productivity. Under this table we can easily compare the productivity, right? After comparing the productivity we can analyze that yes, the production is increasing continuously, right? In case instead of increasing the production would have decreased also, then it is again a key important factor for analyzing that yes, the productivity could have been decreased also, right? So after understanding the facts and the figures, right, we can easily arrive that whether we are progressing or not, whether the economy is increasing, is boosting or not, according to these economic facts, right? Now if the productive would have been it would have been reduced, so then the government will easily be able to frame various policies to improve the productivity, right? For example, if the production would have gone from 108 to 90, then 80, then 70, definitely government would have come into play, because the facts are showing that the productivity is decreasing, right? If it would have been the case, so the policies can be framed, the solutions can be framed, and the problems can be solved. But here we can see that the productivity as it is increasing, so it is showing that there is a positive growth in production of food grains in India. So whether there is positive growth or negative, right? Whether the economy is going in the positive quadrant or it is going in the negative quadrant, so that will be arrived only with the help of data, which is shown in form of numbers. So when the facts, the economic facts are shown in form of numbers, so that is called as data. So this is the meaning of data, and we have also understood that why the data is collected, why there is a need of collecting the data. So the next thing is sources of collecting the data. From where we can collect the data? Now there are two sources of collecting the data, that is the primary source and the secondary source. Now as the primary source, the word itself signifies that it is primary, means it is related to the origin. Now under the primary source of data, we will extract the data from the place of its existence, from where it is being origined, right? The place of origin of data, it is extracted from there. Okay, so it gives us the first hand information. Okay, and the information is very much helpful in studying the economic facts also, because we are collecting the data from its place of origin only, we are not copying the data from somewhere, right? So under this, the data is collected by the surveyor himself, right? Now it is also written that under this you collect the data yourself through statistical surveys with the help of investigators, like I myself or I can take help of some other people who are called as investigators. We will go to the place from where we can collect the data ourselves. We will not rely on some other source of collecting the data. We will directly go to the place of origin from where the data is existing, and we'll extract the data from there. We'll extract the data from the people over there, and the people from whom the data is collected, those people are called as respondents, right? So the primary source of collecting data gives us the primary data. The data which you get from the primary source is called as primary data. Okay, the second source of collecting data is the secondary source. Now the name itself signifies that it is the secondary source. So under this, we are not going individually, yeah, we are not going ourselves to the place and to the respondents. We are not approaching the respondents personally. We are not collecting the data from them. The data is not original in form, but what we are doing, we are extracting the data from some place where it has already been mentioned by extracting, right? For example, like magazines, like newspapers, like journals, if we are extracting the data from there, it means that that particular data has already been extracted. But what we are doing, we are just taking the data from the existing sources, the sources which have already been used by someone else, right? So we do such kind of data collection under the secondary source. So secondary source of collecting data gives us secondary data. So secondary sources gives us secondary data, whereas primary source of data gives us primary data.